Happy VA Wednesday. So today I am here with Michelle Montemayor. She is a top real estate agent in Dallas, Texas. We've had the pleasure of working together quite a lot recently. I feel like I'm talking to you daily. Our clients have been very happy. So I was like, I got to get her on VA Wednesday to share with you guys. Here's the thing. Dallas, yeah, call her. Definitely. She'll make your life easy. But for everyone around the country, like, what is it like to get a VA offer accepted, and what are the tools, some really good tips. So Michelle, how much of your business is VA? Let's start there.
About 50% of my business is VA. I love working with our veterans.
Okay. So 50% of her business is VA. So she can definitely speak to this. Now, Dallas. Okay. Let's start with the market specific. Let's do a quick market update. It's 2023 early as we film this. So I just want to make that clear for future viewers of this video. What are you seeing in the market with your buyers? Are you seeing them writing multiple offers, crying, having to go over list? What are you seeing?
No, all those days have gone away with 2021, 2022, and 2023. We are having no issues. We are able to negotiate deals many times below list price, getting our buyers money back at closing, getting seller concessions. We're able to do so much better for our buyers in this market, and we're having zero problems getting our veterans accepted.
Yeah, 2023. And like I started seeing it really like mid 2022 as well. Like the landscape just shifted for VA buyers where it's like, before it was a little bit tougher in certain parts of the country. And Dallas was really rough, I would argue, in 2021 for all buyers. Like you had a lot of listings then. Did you have a lot of, people paying over list price and whatnot in those years?
Yeah, on my listings, we'd get up to 20 offers, and we'd get $100,000 to $100,000, $150,000 over asking with a full appraisal waiver, waiving financial objection, everything.
And so this year, like, you have a well-priced listing, and that's important because there's a lot of agents that price houses wrong. If you have a well-priced listing, how many offers are you thinking? 1, 2, 3, 10?
Depending on the city, depending on the area, and depending on the price range, you'll get one offer to maybe 6 offers.
Right. So it's a dramatically different market. So if you guys got discouraged, if you were out shopping, because I hear a lot of that. I hear people where they're like, I don't want to buy a house. I looked in 2020, 2021. It was miserable. And I'm like, but it's a different world. The rates are higher, but it's a different world. You have more opportunity because of that fear around rates. Okay, I've got a good question here. Maybe. Oh, I wanted to cover this with you because I thought this was so important. So, guys, when I was talking to Michelle, we were talking about her process and her offers getting accepted because I was like, there's only really another agent in Texas that I can think of that's as successful, and that's Sahar, who I talk about. And I actually met Michelle through Sahar. And, one of the big things you do, can you tell people what you do before you even write the offer with the buyer?
So first we go out, we look at the house as quickly as we can get there. Super important. You don't want to be waiting days to a week to go look at a house. And then as soon as I know that that's the one that my clients really like, I reach out to the agent and see what's important for the sellers. If it may not just be the price on a house. It may be different terms on a house, whether that's lease back, whether that's, different terms being like the earnest money.
Option, how long. And what I thought was interesting about that, and you guys don't know what a lease back is, so I'm going to give you a 2-second version. So basically a lease back is where after closing, the seller stays in the house for a week, 2 weeks. Really, if you're doing VA, the max you can let them stay there is 60 days. And you can see sellers take a lower price offer because they want that time to move, or they want that time to find another house. And, we were talking about this as well, because I think there's a lot of real estate agents where they just say to the buyer, and Michelle was horrified when I was telling her this, but, I worked with over 300 agents last year. How terrifying is that? 300 agents. Most of them just submit the offer. They say to the client, okay, what do you want to write? and then they just submit the offer without ever talking to the listing agent. And that relationship is so important. And that's, would you argue that's one of your keys to success?
Oh, absolutely. And to getting the best price for my buyers too.
Right, because you're setting the stage and the expectation. And then, I mean, you can also vibe check them at that point on if you need to educate them on VA, because you do a lot of education for other agents on the VA process, correct?
I do. And that myth that we've talked about in the past is out there about VA loans, and it's just not, and it's just that. It's a myth. VA
Hmm.
loans are very easy to work with, no problems with getting loans to go through and appraised.
Yeah, it's
Not a problem
easy.
at
And that's the thing, guys. Like Michelle's actually actively in the market, spreading the word to other people that VA loans are great. You should take VA buyers, and that helps everyone. The more agents that are educated, the better. It also helps your clients get into contract, which is great. The other thing we were talking about was your first time home buyer consult. One of the biggest complaints I get from buyers, because we always check, we'll fully underwrite someone, and then we check in. And if it's been like 3 months and they haven't found a house, it's generally going to be agent related, or the buyer's super picky. But often what has happened is the agents talk to them for 5 minutes and they set them on a drip. And the drip isn't what they want, and everybody's frustrated. So, can you, for first time home buyers, because they don't know what to expect from a real estate agent, can you advise on what you do so they know, maybe they're not lucky enough to be in Dallas or your surrounding areas? What do you do so they can look for that in another real estate agent?
Yeah, communication is key. You want to make sure that you're working with the right agent, one that you vibe well with, one that's going to communicate, respond to you quickly, and it's through your type of communication, whether that be by phone call, by text message, by email. You want to make sure you have a buyer's consultation right at the very beginning, so your realtor knows how to best serve you, knows exactly what you're looking for, knows your time frame, how important that budget is to you, to make sure that they can serve you best in the most efficient way.
How long does your buyer consultation last?
Completely depends on my buyers. Some buyers are very to the point. They're very numbers driven. They tell me exactly what they want in 10, 15 minutes, and they want to move on with their day.
Yep.
Some I can talk to them for about 3 hours, and we talk all about our lives as well as everything that they want in a home, and I get to know them a little bit better. And that works for a great relationship. It just depends on their personality and what their needs are.
But you're investing that time up front to really understand what their needs are and what their goals are. And if they're saying, like, hey, we want to be in this neighborhood, and you're looking at the characteristics of that neighborhood, and there might be another one, are you going to be suggesting that other one as well? Or are you just going to be going with whatever they told you?
I'm going to be with that neighborhood and the surrounding neighborhoods. We're going to talk if schools are important. It just depends. If it's important for them to be in that specific neighborhood for a school or something like that, we will stay within that neighborhood. But if I find other neighborhoods that are nearby that fit their needs, I'm absolutely going to suggest those.
Okay. That's a very good thing. And then let's see here. I had one more question, but God, I think you answered them all. Are VA deals harder to get accepted? No. If you educate them, which you do, you're doing a home buyer consult. How long? This is a loaded question. So you've got a buyer. You've done your consult. They found 4 houses. They want to write an offer. How quickly are you getting back to them?
I'm getting back to them that day within probably the hour. We're going to go look at the house as soon as it's available to be seen. If I'm not available at that moment, sometimes I'll have my buyer's agent go and show them the home. But most of the time it's going to be me showing the home, and we're going to get in that day.
So you would never in a million and 10 years not respond to them that day, or say, oh, I think I can get you out. Go to the open house this weekend and then let's talk about it.
Never, ever, ever happen. I've been in the hospital before and still communicating with them and getting them into the house that day. Just
That does
not going to
not surprise me at all. Is that with the most recent baby? I feel like you were
Yes.
probably having the baby and texting during, like.
Yeah, I had my laptop in my hospital bed. I
Oh.
love what I do every day, and I never want anybody to be second guessing on communication. If they have
Yeah.
questions, I'm here
Which
for them.
is a good thing. So, okay, so guys, I'm gonna have in the body of this, I'll have, I mean, we've got Michelle's phone number right here. So if you're Dallas Fort Worth, what's the radius that you serve?
I work right by the airport, which is right in the middle of the Metroplex. So I work up to Denton. I work over to Weatherford, down to Waxahachie, and out to Rockwall, Forney area. So I work within 45 minutes of the airport and serve the whole Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex.
Got it. So I'll also have a link to all of her reviews because you guys know I'm always telling you guys check out people's reviews. There's no reason they shouldn't have any. Michelle has a fan club. From what I can determine, people love her, and I'm sure you can see why right now. She's knowledgeable. She's going to invest the time, get it done. But results are really why you get those great reviews.
Yep,
So
90% of my business is through referral, and I take that to heart every day.
yeah, 100%. And if you guys are working with us, Michelle's going to be the person where I'm like, can you please call her? Please, please. Because I just know you'll have a great experience. You'll find a house. Everything will be easy and there will be no drama. So, Michelle, thank you for stopping in today. We definitely have to do more videos because the way you negotiate is really fun to watch and very beneficial for buyers.
Aw, thanks so much. Love working with you.
Talk soon.
Have a great day.